Cosmetics is amazing makeup that offers highly pigmented products for the basic beginner as well as the professional makeup artist. Geek Cosmetics has stunning eyeshadow palettes, lip glosses, creamy semi-matte lipsticks, and liquid matte lipsticks, and a wide array of styles of mink lashes to fit your every mood. And don't forget your blush palette and your highlighter palette, and so much more. To get your Geek beat, visit GeekCosmetics.com. That's Geet, Geat, Cosmetics.com. What's up, everybody? You heard the music. You know what time it is. That's the introduction to the Lexi Show. What's happening? What's going on? Well, a lot has gone on in the last week, and me and my co-host, Safana, we're going to talk about it. We're going to talk about some things that are going on. Let's get right into it. But one, I want to thank our sponsor, which is Geek Cosmetics. That's a great cosmetic company. You're going to hear a lot about it. We're going to run the commercial until it goes down your throat. Like a harsh medicine, okay? You don't want it, but you're going to get it. Geek Cosmetics, it's a great company. I own it. And so that is our sponsor. And so the Lexi Show is sponsored by Geek Cosmetics and powered by NCM Studios. So I'm glad about it. Got my producer, Garret, over here. Yell, Garret. What's up? Yeah, and so he's here and he's helping us. So let's get right into it. And right now, it's current news. All right, in current news.
Oh my goodness. I don't think.
Yeah, okay. Well, let's go here. R. Kelly, back in the news.
Why?
You may say, thank you. That's why you're here.
Exactly.
On July 11th, let's go back. On July 11th, 2019, Kelly was arrested, as you may know, on federal charges alleging sex crimes, human trafficking, child pornography, racketeering, and obstruction of justice, as well as putting out great music at the same time. I can't
make it make sense. I don't know how to rectify it all.
It's just great music.
It is.
And you know what I hate? And this is off the subject, and I'm going to do this a lot. I'm going to go down a rabbit trail. You know what I hate, Garret? I hate the fact that I can't listen to R. Kelly music anymore. Do you listen to, no, be honest, do you listen to R. Kelly music?
You know what? Honestly, I was never a fan.
Step in the name of love.
So here's the thing. So just a few of the songs, but like an overall Kales fan, never been an
What are you talking about?
Never been an overall Kales fan.
Feeling on your booty. Your booty.
Your what?
Nobody?
Your what?
Feeling on your booty.
Is it with the finger too?
I mean, it has to do that.
Okay.
Oh my God, the hits are endless. You are not alone. He wrote that for Michael Jackson. I can go on and on.
But I've never been a Kales fan.
Something's wrong with you.
You said that earlier.
Something's absolutely wrong with you.
I don't believe
But that's not the story.
It's
the
not.
story is racketeering, sex crimes, human trafficking, child pornography. Obstruction. You saw when he was peeing on the girl back in the day. You knew what it was.
Shouldn't have did that.
You knew what it was? No, you saw the pee-pee. I saw the pee-pee. I saw it. It was yellow. It was nasty. It was disgusting.
Really nasty.
It happened. I saw the video. Guess where I got the video from? Absolutely. My late husband got it from his barber.
Stop it.
Because they were selling it in the barbershop.
But for
don't
why?
act like y'all don't remember that.
But for why?
Well, everybody was selling it.
For why?
For why was he peeing on the girl is the question.
That's the bigger question.
That's
but why
the
would
thing.
you be selling a video of somebody peeing on somebody?
Well,
is the for
because
why?
the world wanted to see it. They wanted to see, is it really Kales? Because he's our favorite performer. He is the R&B guy. No, I want to see for myself. I don't want a third party.
Your favorite artist, not
don't do that.
I'm sorry.
That scares me that you didn't like his music.
We're
moving on. So Kelly faces right now a total of 22 federal counts, including, the child pornography, kidnapping, and, watch this, forced labor. Who knew? Okay? As of January 29th of this year. Okay, so we're right up to date. Well, he's back in the news because an associate of R. Kelly's pleaded guilty to charges of bribery. Hello.
Wait.
In a virtual hearing on Tuesday. Okay, at a courthouse And his name is Richard Arline Jr. He admitted that he offered an unnamed woman, we can't name her, who prosecutors believe was in a relationship with Kelly and while she was underage, and he tried to pay her. This guy, on behalf of R. Kelly, tried to bribe her hundreds of thousands of dollars to keep quiet, not to testify. Why? Because she has all of the info. She knows where all the bodies are buried. Yes.
Dun, dun, dun.
I'm just saying. And so this is from Richard Arline Jr. himself. His words are, Garret, I knew what I did was wrong, and I'm sorry, Arline said. He's one of 3 men charged with bribing or otherwise intimidating witnesses around the R. Kelly trial.
Is he sorry just now?
Just now.
But he wasn't sorry when he...
Not at all.
Okay.
No. Just now, since you got found out.
Because I got questions.
No. Kelly's manager, Donnell Russell, allegedly threatened to spread nude photographs of another woman if she refused to back out of the trial against Kelly. So they were intimidating these women. They were trying to pay these women off. They were telling her, pull the plug or you're going to get exposed, quote. And he admits this now. He sent her the cropped nude photos to the woman.
But that's been the story the entire time.
It has been. It's been consistent.
It's been consistent that these are the tactics.
Yes.
These are the means by which he keeps people quiet.
Yes.
These are the means that he keeps people entangled in what is allegedly his lifestyle.
That's the true entanglement. Another associate named Michael Williams is believed to have set a SUV on fire in front of the home of one of the accusers.
I don't want to.
Okay?
I don't want to.
And he said it might be wise for you to protect your daughter from heartache that she's going to endure after this if she testifies. That's what he wrote to the girl's father. And she had to live with every stain you guys create publicly. That's what they're saying. So Arline is scheduled to be sentenced in June, this coming June, for federal bribery charges. And it can carry a maximum sentence of 15 years in prison. This bribery thing.
And you know what's interesting?
Yeah.
I almost feel as if the R-Line guy would get convicted before Kelly would.
It's gonna be a while. Kelly has some good lawyers, and it's gonna be a minute. It's gonna be a minute. So that's what's going on with Kels. That's the latest in the news. It's like this story never goes away. It just keeps getting bigger.
And it won't until there is some finality.
Yeah.
With Kelly.
Yeah.
That's when it's going, and it won't die.
Yeah.
Because you'll have his diehard fans.
Yeah.
That will continue to contest.
I don't think he has too many fans anymore.
You don't?
Nah, because I don't hear his music being played anymore. It's like, it's kind of like a Bill Cosby thing. It's like he's been wiped.
Yeah.
Out. Like he's been wiped.
And do you think it should be that way?
It's a canceling culture.
It
That's
is.
what we're living in. We're living in the world of opposites. It's like it's opposite day every day. And it's also a canceling culture that we're living in.
Yeah.
Especially since this pandemic. It's like everything is...
Listen, the panoramic changed people.
Yeah, don't do it. We're moving on. Jeff Bezos on Tuesday said that he's going to step down as the chief executive officer of Amazon. Oh, he's been at the helm of the company that he founded. Don't do that. 27 years ago, he founded Amazon. I love Amazon. I make no bones about it. Amazon Prime. I'm an Amazon Primer.
Amazon is bae.
I'm just saying.
It is.
It kept smiles on our faces during this pandemic, right,
Throughout
Garret?
the whole
Panoramic.
The Pandora.
During the Pandora, this Amazon has kept a smile on my face every time I see the UPS truck or I see the Amazon truck. Listen. I just jump for joy. Like, I make sure that my good bra's on, and I jump. I jump for joy.
It made the plethora endurable.
Well, let me tell you what the pandemic has done, guys.
The Pandora.
All right. Well, let me say this. He said that he wants to step down because he wants to live his life. He said he needs this transition so he can get back to his focus. And his focus is called the Day One Fund. What is the Day One Fund, he says? It's the Earth Fund.
Lies.
It's the Blue Origin.
Lies.
And it's my other passions that I have. I want to save the Earth.
fired.
Okay. Well, all he's saying is it set off alarm bells on Wall Street and throughout the business community. And I'm just saying, it doesn't say that it's going to affect Amazon's business, but Wall Street is up in a roar. There's just like, I don't know what's going on. But let me tell you this. Amazon reported a year of growth on Tuesday like no other. Pandemic.
It will
Pandemic.
continue to.
Everybody needs it. Mm-hmm. And now that you've gotten used to stuff coming to your home, you think you're going to go back when the world opens up again? I doubt it.
I'm not.
38% increase. I'm going to say it again. And for business owners, that's a big number.
It's a huge number.
38, listen to this, Garret. 38% increase in net sales in 2019, netting the company a $21 billion income.
How much?
$21 billion.
With a B?
Watch this. Nearly double from the year before.
My God.
Amazon's share price was up to about 1.5% following that announcement. Just keeps getting better. Wait a minute. It doesn't end there. Bezos, Garret is so pissed right now because he's lost money with okay.
He's in an entanglement with
He's
Bezos.
in an entanglement with his stocks and stuff. Yeah. Bezos steps away. This is really gonna make you mad. Bezos steps away from Amazon at a time when the market value hovers around $1.7 trillion. Making it one of the most valuable companies in the world. I'm done.
Mighty God. Mighty God.
He is a mighty God.
Mighty God.
That's all I'm saying.
Mighty God.
So there we go with that. We're moving on. We're still in current news. So Jeff Bezos, if I could just get like a couple 100,000.
Have a conversation.
That's all. I mean, you wouldn't even feel it. Like you wouldn't. It's like pocket change.
It's dinner.
It would change my life.
It's dinner.
Just getting, just like maybe a couple million. It's so quickly how I went from a couple 100,000 to 2 million.
That's inflation.
About it. It's inflation. It's cost of life. We're moving on.
It is.
We're moving on. Nick Cannon.
Oh, Lord.
Is in the news. He's in the news because he is back, baby. He is back with Viacom. Oh, yes. Now, you remember when he made anti-Semitic remarks last summer on his podcast, causing the corporation to cut ties with him. They were like, get out of here, because we're running things and you're not going to say anti-Semitic remarks.
Hit the road.
Yeah, you're out of here. So Cannon and Viacom CBS are now working together again. Nick has not only apologized, but he has taken responsibility for his comments. He's also worked, watch this, to educate himself and others through his engagement with Jewish leaders and his platform on his platforms. So he's using his platforms to talk through things and work it out. And so what MTV Entertainment Group told Variety Magazine is that those efforts are of utmost importance, and that's why we're going to have him rejoin our team. And that's it. And we just learned that he just tested positive for COVID, and we've reached out to him so that he can have a speedy recovery.
I don't believe it.
That's what they said.
You know what's interesting to me is when you have these massive media disconnections and breakups, it amazes me what's enough and what's not enough to mend the relationship. Yeah. So here's the truth of the matter. Nick was an amazing cash cow for that company. Yes. And his departure proved it. Yeah. And the fact that he was still profitable in his other ventures. Yeah. And Nick Cannon is a marketing genius.
He is.
He's a marketing genius. Is. And so he worked all of those necessities. Yes. To
get back.
Reconnect.
So what Kevin Hart did, Garret, wasn't enough because Kevin Hart said some things back in the day. Like I'm talking years ago. He's a comedian. So, you make gay jokes, you make black jokes, you make, all kinds of jokes, which comedians do.
That's what they do.
We're a sensitive culture now. Everything you say, oh my God, you're fat shaming. Oh my God, you're the LGBTQ community is so pissed and this, that, and the third. And it's like everybody's sensitive now. Back in the day, comedians could say whatever they want, and it was known to be a joke, not real life. Yeah. And so Kevin Hart said some things about the gay community, and then so they brought it back up. You know how things resurface after a while? Mm-hmm. The comments resurfaced on Twitter some kind of way, and they banned him from hosting the Oscars.
Well, actually, from what I understand, he stood down.
He said it's comedy.
And
it's
rightfully
comedy.
so. The way that the world is set up now, everyone is striving to be so politically correct. You cannot be your authentic self when every other word, like when you were saying what you just said, I immediately, because I'm quick with it, I immediately thought of an addendum to what you just said, but I didn't say it because I didn't want to offend that same community that we're talking about.
Yeah.
And that's the problem.
Yeah.
If I am encouraged to be my authentic self, but my authentic self then needs to be centered.
No, it has to be censored.
How authentic am I really being encouraged to be?
Well,
the authentic self that you approve of?
Yeah.
The authentic self that you say is authentic enough?
Well, I mean, here's the point. Nick Cannon did the work of using his platform, talking to Jewish leaders, all that. Does he really believe what he's saying? We'll never know. Only God knows what's in your heart. But he did enough to get back. Kevin Hart said, I said what I said. It was all comedy. I apologized back in the day.
And he did.
You want me to apologize again? I'm not going to do it. I've already apologized.
Is it that Nick Cannon is a little more marketable and profitable?
I don't think so. I think
you
Kevin,
don't think so?
No, absolutely not. I think Kevin Hart is awesome. He's made some great movies. He's made a lot of money.
No,
he's gotten a lot of love from the Hollywood and all of that.
That was a good save, by the way.
Thanks. And I don't think he's Nick is no bigger than Kevin Hart. I think
no,
Kevin
not bigger, not bigger. But what I'm asking is, does he have a different crossover appeal that makes him a different kind of marketable
I don't know
than
about
Kevin
that.
Hart? I believe so.
I do. So?
I believe so. Absolutely.
Really?
More of a crossover. Sure.
I think if you gave him a chance, I mean, he's bigger than television.
I believe that too.
Kevin is not ready for television right now. He's the movie guy. And when he gets, you know how like they start off in movies and then as your career kind of dwindles, then you come back to television.
Sure.
I think that Kevin is big right now. I'm sorry, guys. I don't agree.
And here's the thing. I agree with you.
Yeah.
Like, I agree with the stature of who Kevin is.
Yes, absolutely.
I believe in his talent. Like, he's actually one of my favorites.
Yeah.
But from a marketing standpoint, I believe
you guys are picking Nick Cannon.
I believe that the crossover marketing appeal for Nick Cannon is a bit greater just because of the kind of work that he does. And if we can get real, his image.
Yeah, that's great. And so you didn't like any R. Kelly songs before he was, had all those charges against him.
This is what you're holding against me?
I can't trust you.
This is what you're holding?
I can't trust your judgment.
Okay.
So we're moving along. So we know that Wilding Out is going to return to VH1's schedule even this week.
Wow.
So they've mended everything.
That's a testament right there.
They're holding hands and
just
singing
saying
Kumbaya together.
Huh?
We're moving on to facts I don't care about. All right, facts I don't care about. There is a Dallas hotel, guys. Okay, I need you to care because I don't care. There is a Dallas hotel called the Fairmont, and it is offering $95,000 for anybody who wants to take over the whole entire hotel.
Let me hold a couple dollars. I'll take it.
What?
95. This hotel is saying, hey guys, we're doing something new. Everybody's doing the Airbnbs during the pandemic. Everybody's, staying home. I tell you what, this is what the Fairmont in Dallas said. You give us $95,000, we'll shut the whole hotel down for you. You want to hold a party? $95,000. You want to you want to ball out and do something for your girl for Valentine's Day? $95,000. You can take over the whole building and have it to yourselves. Now, this package has, it could be geared to groups, to have a safe meeting space for $95,000. You can have friends, and you can do all of it. I'm just saying, this is what they're offering. This is an all-inclusive offer. You can have the entire hotel with the meeting spaces, they even said a Valentine's Day present. That's what got to me.
I can't.
No, that's what got to me.
I can't.
They have everything in this hotel.
So,
They said you could be socially distanced. No kidding. For $95,000, you can have the entire hotel.
So you know what I'm going to say, right?
275 rooms, plus a rooftop, plus the ballrooms, plus the restaurants, plus, an entire
You know what I'm going to say, right? Do you know what I'm going to say?
With staff for $95,000.
You know what I'm going to say?
Go.
I have questions.
What are the questions?
My questions are, one, I need to see pictures, first of all, because I don't believe that you value your space.
I'm just saying, $95K
for an entire hotel?
One night, though. It's one night. Listen, they're losing money. You guys are staying home, and it's pandemic prices. That's all I'm saying. But that's a fact I don't care about. I just wanted to explain it to you.
So after all of this,
I wanted you to care.
We still don't care.
Can I tell you something else I don't care about? The Weeknd's halftime performance.
Well,
I don't care about it.
The Weeknd is over. Officially. Take that how you want to. Take it how you... Listen, take it.
It is Tuesday.
Take that.
The Weeknd is over.
The Weeknd.
Here's the thing, though.
It's been over.
He spent $7 million of his own money, which is unheard of. No Super Bowl artist, now this is what they said, no Super Bowl artist has ever spent their own money on this performance. Usually, they say the artists are not paid. It's just a special privilege or whatever, but everything is taken care of for the artist. Whatever they want, they have in terms of pyrotechnics, whatever your heart can conceive, whatever mind-blowing, the special effects you want to put with your performance, we got you, and we'll hold the ticket for it. He said, you know what? I got a special vision that I want to do. Oh my God. And he put up $7 million, not $2 million, not $1 million, not a half a million, $7 million to this performance. And when I tell you the performance was lackluster,
it was trash. That's what I say. Trash.
Now there are some Weeknd people that are big fans, like Garret, who actually looks like the Weeknd. We'll put his picture up. He's the producer of this show here. And so he likes Weeknd. And here's my thing. Make your money, my friend. Make it.
But did he?
And he didn't.
He spent it.
He's got some money now. He's got a lot of money,
obviously.
Apparently. 3-time Grammy Award winner.
Still trash.
I can't pronounce his name. Tesfaye. Tesfaye. I don't know. He's Canadian. But all I know is he has 8 Billboard Awards, 3 Grammys, 5 American Music Awards, 2 MTV Video Music Awards, Juno Awards. He's been nominated for an Oscar, and he's awarded by something in Canada's Walk of Fame or something.
And guess what? It was still trash.
We're moving on because that's a fact. You spent $7 million of your own money.
I have a problem with that.
I don't care because you did it.
Yep.
And what are you gambling on? What are you putting $7 million? Why are you?
That was trash. Do it. It was trash.
When I think about my son's tuition and what I gotta pay and all of this, and you're blowing $7 million.
Coming through mirrors and such.
And it was just a ball of confusion. Those of you who have the Holy Ghost, and those of you who know the spirit of confusion when you see it, he was walking through mazes, and you know that fun house effect? I never liked the fun house effect, even in horror movies. I never liked that little fun house effect where you don't know where you're going. You don't know what's a mirror and what's real. It's the devil. And he's the author of confusion. You don't know why would you put that into your show, sir?
Because he was confused.
And why was everybody masked up? Well, let me tell you what I wasn't confused about. That horrible performance. Trying to find the anointing,
Trash.
but it eludes you. There was no anointing in this performance. J-Lo did a good job. Jasmine Sullivan did a good job singing the Star Spangled Banner.
Now listen, and can we talk about that?
Can we talk about
That's
the fact I care about.
I care about the fact that she wasn't singing it alone.
Why does nobody know who the white guy that was singing with her? They know Jasmine Sullivan sang the Star Spangled Banner. Who was the white guy that was with her?
I'm still trying to figure it out.
Now let's take a moment.
Huh?
Eric
Who?
Church.
What? Huh?
I knew he was a country star.
I don't care.
Another fact I don't care about.
That's the part.
That's the part there that I don't care about. Eric Church.
Appreciate you.
Moving on. It's time to give away the Goofy Goober Knucklehead McSpazatron Award. Okay, let's do it. All right, you heard the intro. You know what it is. Goofy Goober Knucklehead McSpazatron Award goes to a couple of people this week. I don't know what's been happening, Garret. I don't know what's been happening, Safana. Everybody's been losing their whole mind.
It's a Goofy Goober week.
It's a Goofy Goober Knucklehead McSpazatron week. Everybody's losing it. Let's start with Stacey Griffith. Stacey Griffith,
my God,
as you see her face on the screen, is a soul cycle instructor. What does that mean? It's somebody that teaches basically a spin class. White girl.
Nope.
Soul cycle.
I need video footage because I'm having problems. I want to know if this soul spin class is on beat. Can we find that out?
Shots fired.
I'm just asking.
That's so racist.
I just want it.
That's so racist.
I just want to know.
Racist remark.
I just want to know if we have footage.
Okay.
Send it to my DMs.
She's an instructor who described, watch this, there was a COVID-19 vaccine line, okay? COVID vaccine line. And it was for those who are frontline workers, and if you were an educator, you could get your vaccine first. And so she cut through the line stating that she was an educator.
What did she say?
She cut through the line saying that she was an educator. I'm an educator is what she said. So they let her through the front of the line to get this COVID vaccine.
Fraud.
Well, now she's looking at possible perjury charges, this Stacey Griffith, because she offered a false filing. Because she said now get it now, it was a play on words. I'm an educator. Sweetie, you teach spin class.
She knew what she was doing. You cannot convince me otherwise. She knew exactly what she was doing.
Spin.
And probably offbeat at that. Okay. I'm just saying.
Well, if they convict her, which they say she's probably not going to get convicted.
Probably not.
They said, but she could face a charge if, watch this, if she knowingly submitted a false statement on the vaccine eligibility form. Well, she absolutely did that.
How could she not have?
How did they find her out, you ask, Garret? It's because she, with her dummy self, showed herself getting the vaccine, posted it. Hey, look at me. I'm getting my first dose. And so everybody was like, wait a minute. Those who knew of her, wait a minute. She's not a teacher.
Just like she knew that. She knew that.
If convicted, she could face up to a year in prison and a fine up to $1,000.
Well, you know what she's doing now, right?
What's that?
She's teaching classes down at South Beach in Miami.
Because she's an educator.
And it's probably offbeat down there.
Okay, we're moving on. These are facts that I don't care about. But she caught flack about that. Last week, Lil Uzi went viral. You know why he went viral, folks? You know why he went viral. Because he spent. Oh. I can't. I just. The Weeknd spent.
I'm so tickled.
The Weeknd, Garret. The Weeknd. Look at me when I'm talking to you, Garret. Because this is important. Don't produce the show right now. This is important. The Weeknd spent $7 million on a botched performance, in my opinion. And Lil Uzi went a step further and balled out and spent $24 million on a pink diamond that he had embedded into his forehead. I'm done.
It gets better.
No, it don't.
Yes, it does.
No, it don't.
I promise.
So y'all just raining money?
No.
Y'all just raining
No. Lil Uzi, let me tell you.
Y'all just taking money and wiping you are literally taking money and you're wiping your butt. Your very butt cheek with this money. You are taking dollar bills out of the bank and you're saying, give me crisp $100 bills and I'm going to take it and I'm going to wipe my whole nasty crack.
Is it nasty?
With
Jesus.
Absolutely. Have you seen
grief.
him?
Well, now that's a different conversation.
I'm going to wipe my nasty crack.
Well, his was on layaway.
All of this good, clean, God-given money, and I'm going to take it and put it in my forehead for what?
It was on layaway. It was on layaway since 2017. The people said that Lil Uzi oozed up on that diamond.
They said he spent several years paying off this expensive diamond.
Since 2017.
In order to complete this body modification.
Yeah.
So you had years to talk yourself out.
Yeah.
Of doing something this radically stupid.
Trying to be
Wait, hold up. Can I say this?
Say it.
You mean to tell me that there's nobody around you that knew you were gonna do this? Nobody around you knew that you were paying on this diamond? You didn't tell a soul about it? No. You told somebody. You told several people. And none of them said, nigga, you crazy.
Well, no, because they were impressed. How am I gonna tell you crazy if I'm impressed by your crazy?
So the people around you
crazy.
Don't know. No, okay. Well, that goes back to the people around R. Kelly. They didn't stop him. They were covered. It makes sense.
I'm trying to help.
Do I care now? Do I care now that you spent your $24 million? I don't care.
Did you hear that?
Spend some more.
Did you hear that his forehead is swollen now?
I hope it is.
It's swollen.
I hope it's swollen. I hope you get migraine headaches. I hope you get $24 million worth of migraine headaches, sir. Because I just wish all I need is a little bit of your money. But you took $24 million that you made payments on.
Since 2017.
A migraine is your portion.
It was...
I send it to you right now in the spirit.
A layaway.
How dare you?
A layaway.
You can take some of that money and pay off student loans for some of these kids that want to do something with their lives at these HBCUs. And you want to take a diamond and put it in the middle of your forehead. How dare you? Headaches are your portion. Moving on. All right, it is time. Every time we get together, we always talk about relationships. There's always something to be said. And here is our relationship expert, Miss Safana Samples. She has her book entitled
Successfully Single, 7 Secrets to Pursuing Your Purpose and Maximizing Your Season of Singleness.
Well, what should we know today? You're teaching a webinar.
Yes, The Great Unlearn.
What does that mean?
Well, it's really for people that need to be taught out of toxic teachings surrounding dating and relationships.
My God, I had a friend that called me today, and right before this, as a matter of fact, and she told me something that was really toxic that this guy did.
Yeah.
And it's been an off and on kind of thing.
Yeah.
And she finally had enough.
Yeah.
So unlearning is a thing.
Unlearning is a thing.
Absolutely.
And I think so many times we think that we need to learn more. A lot of times we just need to unlearn some of the things that we've been taught down through the years.
Yes,
so
ma'am.
whether it's in church, whether it's through our friendships,
Yeah.
wherever the misinformation has come from, sometimes you need to unlearn.
Well, one thing that you mentioned to me before we got started, you said that some women think that introducing yourself to a man is
Pursuit. Yes.
Now, I know some skanks that are out there that go up to a man in a gas station and be like, "What's up?
Sure.
How you doing?"
That's
that's introduction.
That's not what we're referring to.
But that's pursuit.
But that's why you have to unlearn that behavior, that approach, that mindset.
So what's the right way to introduce yourself and not pursue?
One of the easiest ways to introduce yourself to somebody without pursuing them is to ask a person a question. Something as simple as, because the purpose of an introduction is to make yourself known, to position yourself as a presentable option that someone can then approach and pursue, right?
I like that.
So one of the easiest ways to do that is simply to ask a person a non-romantic question. Something as simple as, "How you doing? Would you happen to know where the bathroom is?"
Yeah, how'd you do your face? Could you do it? Oh.
Hi.
Garret, can you do it into the camera? You got to get this.
Take my glasses off so we
can. And scene.
Hi, can you tell me where the bathroom is?
Can you give it to me one more time for the Holy Ghost? Just one more time. I just love it because the voice changes and camera and scene.
Hi, can you tell me where the bathroom is?
the stutter for me.
It is.
Because that makes it more believable.
Absolutely.
Can you? Oh, it's so good. Huh? Every time you do it.
And it's really, and what it's aimed to do, it's not aimed to be fake or phony.
Yeah.
Because I hear you.
Right. No, I hear you out there.
Mm-hmm. It's not meant to be fake or phony. What it does is it actually disarms a person.
Yeah.
I'm not approaching you sensually.
No.
I'm not approaching you aggressively.
No.
I am approaching you in a manner that, one, gives you the authority to answer a question so you solve a problem right away for me.
Okay.
And it positions me in a place where...
Why are you touching your titties? It positions me. It positions it. Garret, did you see it? It positions me. What the? It positions me. Yes, it does. Yeah.
It just did.
Yes, it did.
It positioned me. And so it positions me in a place of and posture with you where you can make a decision as to whether or not that appealed to you.
Yeah.
Whether or not you're attracted to me. Because here's the thing, attraction is not necessarily interest.
Yeah. Oh.
I can just think you fine, but that doesn't necessarily mean I'm interested. Interest comes after I get to know you.
Yeah, that's so good.
Yeah, but if I position myself to where you can make the move. And I don't suffer anything as a result of that. I'm not getting rejected.
Not at all.
I'm gonna get some information. I'm gonna find out where the bathroom is.
Yeah.
I probably already know.
Yeah. That's truth. That's facts.
But
yeah,
because if we're in J. Alexander, I know exactly where the bathroom is.
Yeah.
I know where the bathroom is in PF.
Sure. In PF Chang's. Absolutely.
I know where the bathroom is.
Yeah.
But I want to know if you know. And will you tell me?
Yeah, I did that at the gym, but I was, this guy, he was really cute. And I was just like, oh, I see you. But see, I do it in a comedic way. He was fine. He was dark skinned. I'm into that. And I'm like, oh, okay, what's up? How you doing? I said, I see you. And I keep it moving.
Exactly.
That's my, I see you. And then out of the corner, what was the line from Waiting to Exhale? I wonder if he's watching me walk away. He's watching. And so, but I do it in the, but then, yeah.
And guess what? There's nothing wrong with presentation. We have to unlearn.
That's what we're calling it.
We have to unlearn that pursuit is anything that the woman does. Pursuit is not introduction. Pursuit is not saying hello.
I tell you what pursuit is, when you're calling somebody and they're not calling you back.
How about that?
Pursuit is when he's not texting you, but you're doing all the texting. Like, why? Where you been?
That's right.
Why aren't you calling me?
That's pursuit.
That's pursuit. Or can I take you out? Because that's what they're doing these days.
And that's different from someone that you're involved with, who you're mutually getting to know, and you want to treat them to an evening. Because contrary to popular belief,
watch it.
Reciprocal pursuit is actually what makes for a healthy relationship. And I'm done. Huh?
She dismounted.
I did.
Right there. Do your gymnastic move, and we're done. Okay. Well, there you have it. Safana samples relationships. Hey, everybody. Now we are going into our segment called You Asked For It. Well, usually in this segment, I deal with people who have said crazy stuff. If you talk about my glasses, I swear I'm going to hit you in your face. Those of you who are watching.
I love them.
Okay, so I have to have glasses. Okay? So it's a thing. Garret, are you snickling over there? Are you saying anything?
Oh, great.
Okay, thanks. Okay, I wear glasses. So usually I deal with people who have said something, rude in my comments, the trolls or whatever. And I have an anointing for dragging you and talking about you, talking about your mama. No one's safe. And but today I'm not going to do that. Today I'm going to focus on Donnie McClurkin.
Are you getting soft?
Because Donnie, no, never. I always make the time for those goofy Goober, Knucklehead, McSpazatrons that want to come in my inbox and want to come in my comments. And they want to share their thoughts. I always make time for you. I'll never be too busy for you.
And here it comes.
But this week, Donnie McClurkin has decided to do that on his own page. And I want to acknowledge him today.
Uncle Donnie.
He's a personal friend of mine, and I thank God for him.
I love
Donnie,
it.
You're the man.
Go ahead, Uncle Donnie.
And so what Donnie did is during the halftime show, he said, wow. He said, and I quote, because I don't want to get it wrong. He said, he put this on his page, is it me? Or does this halftime performance suck? I feel the same way. It was trash. It was absolute trash. And again, you're dealing with gospel singers. There's no better singers in the world than gospel singers. Garret, you can say whatever you want. I know you love The Weeknd and these pop artists, and you probably like Britney Spears, and you probably like Katy Perry, and you probably like, a lot of these pop stars and all of that. But some gut bucket singing wonders. You're never going to out-sing a gospel artist.
Ever.
Even the names you don't know.
Ever.
I can name 5 people to sing at the local churches right here in Detroit that'll sing you down to the ground.
Up under the table.
Period. Now, Beyonce can perform, and the girl sure enough can sing. I can name 5 people that you ain't never heard of that will sing her up under a rug.
Blow her out the water.
And tuck her in.
Absolutely.
At night.
Absolutely.
Period.
Absolutely.
And those of you who know gospel music know exactly what I'm talking about. So Donnie says, is it me or does this halftime performance suck? Well, he got people came in and says, as much as I love you, one person said, as much as I love you and your ministry of music, I wish you could have posted your opinion in a more edifying way. Somebody else said, that's pretty rude, Pastor. And somebody else said, well, I ain't seen you at the halftime show, so you need to watch your mouth.
First of all,
that's what they said to the pastor. They didn't say it to me, but they said it to Donnie. Donnie said, well, they said, when they said, I haven't seen you up there, so watch your mouth. He said, and there you will stay. You will stay under my comments.
Yes, Uncle Donnie.
And then somebody else said, that's pretty rude, Pastor. He said, allow me to help you out. In church, I'm a pastor, and I'm totally aware of the proper acumen on said sites. Watch it. Come on with your big words. He said, but right here on Instagram, I take my liberties to express, relate, expound, converse, discourse, laugh, critique, create, post, and even interact with you as Donnie McClurkin.
Take your liberties, sir.
Without anyone's permission or approval. Somebody said, as much as I love you and your ministry, I wish you could have posted something, your opinion, a little more edifying. He said, no. No. I'm not going to do it. He said, if you don't like it, then, if you're having a problem with it, please allow this post a pass or consider that I'm human. Did you consider that?
Consider.
And that I love to enjoy life without being unreasonably restrained by opinions that are unfounded. So save those judgments.
Save them.
Okay? He said, save those judgments. And no, my account hasn't been hacked. Should this response cause you any more offense, I might suggest that this site is not for you. God bless and be well.
Be well. Huh?
Now, he didn't say it the way I would say it.
I you know what? I really would like to know how you would have said it. Because, quite frankly, this is my favorite segment of the podcast.
Well, first of all, I would have went to their page.
And what would you would have looked for?
And I just would have looked for elements. The type of elements what we're talking about is one, how you're built.
How you're built.
Let's going to start with that. Let's go with your face. Let's going to start with that. Let's see what that nose is talking about.
What is it saying?
Let's see if you got your daddy's nose.
There's a conversation.
Let's see if your eyes are going the same direction.
Do they like each other?
Let's talk about your teeth. Let's see what they're doing. Right up in here. Not so much here and not so much here that I'm concerned about. But right in this area here, we're just going to look at what's happening here.
How many
do you
have?
Only take face shots? Blow, blow, blow. Because that tells us something.
It says some things.
If you're only showing face shots, chances are.
It's a whole conversation.
You're built like the word up. Chances are. That's what I'm looking for. But it's not about me today. It's about Donnie. We're moving on.
Oh, God.
And we're back. This is our segment where we call it Lexi's Opinion. All right. Well, I want to talk about a subject that the world seems to deal with every single day, and that's plastic surgery. It's become a common thing. I remember Garret. You don't remember this. He's young. How old are you, Garret? He's 27. Who cares? I don't know what's happening. He's a child. He's a baby.
The baby producing the
little
thing.
He's a baby.
Why is he over there? Is he eating? Is he eating?
He's just a little baby. I birthed the baby, and I birthed him, and he said, there's a baby. Oh,
Oh, Lord. She done burped Garret. I'm sorry, Garret.
27. Good Jesus. And they think they know stuff at 27.
They
you
do.
don't. I remember thinking that I knew stuff at 27 and I had absolutely. Okay.
I knew nothing.
We're moving on. Lexi's opinion, plastic surgery. I remember when people, you got to remember this. I remember when we wore a weave or a piece in our hair. We wore our hair and a piece inside, and we didn't want nobody to know.
Yeah, it was a
secret. Thing.
Yeah.
And then the running joke with comedians is, you got weave inside your head, and everybody's like, ah! It was a thing.
Yeah.
Then it got to the point where everybody's wearing weave and then they didn't care.
Yeah.
Then it moved from weaves to wigs.
Yeah.
And then still didn't want you to know. But by the time we're over it now, we don't care if you know. We'll take the wig off in front of you and look like orange is the new black.
Sure.
Up under here. We could care less. We could look like we were just released.
Set it off. From
a woman's correctional facility, and we don't care nothing about what you're talking
watch
about.
Watch it.
Sorry. It's a tender spot.
Watch it.
It's a tender spot
Triggered.
for Safana. If you didn't watch the first podcast, we talked about in her younger years, she robbed a bank.
Did do it.
In real life.
By myself. Oh, by myself.
Can I ask you how much money you actually got?
Ooh, child. I can't remember. It's in the paperwork. I have to look in the paperwork.
We're not kidding. Because I know I feel you. Some of you are going, this is not true. It's absolutely true.
It is.
It's on the books. So back to the plastic surgery. Here's my opinion.
What's your opinion?
If you want to get it, absolutely get it.
Absolutely.
Absolutely get it. Do what's right for you.
Absolutely.
Don't listen to other people saying you should not get it. Here's where I draw the line. As black women, I just don't feel like we should mess with our face. Let me continue.
Okay.
I don't feel like we should mess with our face. I'm not into getting into the Botox and the this and that.
Right.
I think it starts to make us shift in a way. It makes the white girl shift, but for us, it's like really gonna look crazy. Also, don't get your body. It's okay to get the curves. I don't have a problem with that. But when you start getting it where it doesn't look, you start looking like a caricature.
Yeah.
And you don't look like a person.
Yeah.
That's when it starts getting weird.
Yeah.
When we start doing too much. I know some people that have had multiple, and keep going and can't stop because they've had good results.
Sure.
And they just keep going, and it's like, dog, can we just get you in the gym?
Yeah.
And I think it's there.
Yeah.
Oh,
absolutely.
I've had it done. I've had my breasts.
I had a consultation.
You had a consultation. I had it done. I've had a breast reduction. My breasts were on my stomach.
That's not nice.
Okay.
Sorry.
They were on my knees.
I'm sorry.
After I had my Garret, I hope you're not over there laughing. They were. You're 27. You're a guy. You don't get it. But my late husband would say, "Oh, they're fine." No, sir. I'm stepping on my titties every day, and you see it. You gotta lift them up to get your pleasure from my breasts.
You're choking Garret. Look at what you did.
What are you talking about, sir?
You're choking
Husband,
Garret.
You see my raggedy titties,
I
and
can't.
every day you gonna try to build me up, trying to tell me that my titties are cute, and they're sad. They're sad every day. They look like a tube sock, like an athletic sock that somebody has put a softball in, and they just hanging. It's big down here and a big, long piece of skin hanging. Why do I want to live with that? No, sir. I'm going to get work done.
I cannot.
And you're a music producer. We didn't spend all this money on your equipment. And you men love equipment. You love your gadgets.
They do.
And I can't get these raggedy titties worked on? The devil's crazy.
Raggedy?
They was raggedy. And ladies, you know what I'm talking about. You ever go home and you take off your bra? Garret don't know nothing about this, but you ladies know. You go home and you take your shirt and you cup it under your titties when you ain't got no bra on. You cup it under there because you don't want to sweat. You don't want that titty meat to be on your stomach, and so you put a little material. My husband used to hate when I do it. Well, nigga, if you hate it, give me this money.
I couldn't.
Let me have this surgery.
I couldn't. I still can't put because it won't.
You got good titties.
I do.
They sit up.
They do by themselves. But
now she's bragging.
I do.
She touched them earlier when she was having relationships and talking about
nice?
how you introduce yourself.
They nice?
She's bringing attention to you. Okay.
They nice.
Here's my point.
What's your point?
Get the surgery as long as it's just not too much. Get it done. Treat yourself.
So look natural. Is what
look
you're saying.
natural.
As natural as possible.
I got my breasts done and I got a tummy tuck back in 2005.
Okay.
I got it done.
Well, you look amazing. 2005?
Absolutely. But here's what I do. I go to the gym 5 days a week.
Well, you do that.
I work out 5 days a week to keep it up. Mm-hmm. That's the difference. A lot of people use surgery as a method of, trying to look, presentable. No, I got the surgery and I try to eat right and I work out 5 days a week, nonstop for years. I've done this now. But, my thing is this. If you are built like bubble wrap, I'm saying go get the surgery.
I don't think there's anything wrong with someone getting minor adjustments to their face, and I say that because listen, if there is a way to tactfully and naturally make alterations, corrections, because some people have issues that have plagued them. And listen, I mean, you know what I'm saying? I'm not talking about just because you have low self-image issues.
No,
I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about, for instance, if you have some distortions, if you have
absolutely, that goes without saying.
Proportionately,
absolutely.
If you are less attractive,
absolutely,
and you have a means to get some proportion and symmetry. Yeah. By all means, I think that you should even be able to do that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Naturally.
Absolutely.
But don't go in with a picture of someone else and say, make me look like this.
And this is the movie Face Off.
Right.
We're not doing that.
We don't want to do it.
If you're built like an iPhone 12, I would say absolutely get it done. Just don't go too far.
I have so many questions.
And that's my opinion.
See, you done hurt Garrett's feelings.
All right. That is the end of our show. And I want to thank you for joining us for this podcast. I want to thank my co-host, Safana Samples, relationship expert. Don't forget to get her book. Where can they get your book?
At successfullysingglebook.com.
One more time.
Successfullysingglebook.com.
It's a good read. You got to get it. I want to thank my producer, Garret. And I want to thank Geek Cosmetics. The Lexi Show is sponsored by Geek Cosmetics and powered by NCM Studios. Until next time, please don't get a $24 million diamond in your head. I'll see you.